Have you ever looked in the mirror after a long day and felt like you looked much older than you actually are? Maybe you notice deeper lines on your face, tired eyes, a heavy expression, or a kind of exhaustion that sleep alone doesn't seem to fix. And sometimes it is not because of your age. Sometimes it is because of what you carry every single day. Parenting is one of the most beautiful responsibilities in life. It brings love, purpose, laughter, and unforgettable memories. But it also comes with invisible pressure. The constant thinking, worrying, planning, sacrificing, and trying to hold everything together can slowly affect your body, your mind, and even the way you age. Many parents spend years taking care of everyone else while forgetting that they are also a person who needs care. You make sure your children eat healthy meals. You check if they are sleeping enough. You worry about their emotions, their future, their safety, and their happiness. But how often do you stop and ask yourself, am I taking care of myself too? Because the truth is, some daily habits that seem normal can quietly speed up the aging process. Not just the way you look on the outside, but how you feel inside. Today we are going to talk about 3 daily habits that may be making parents age faster. And the goal is not to blame you. Parenting is already hard enough. The goal is awareness, because once you understand what is happening, you can make small changes that help you feel healthier, calmer, and more alive. The first habit that can make parents age faster is constantly living in stress mode. Many parents wake up already thinking about problems. Before your feet even touch the floor, your mind is already racing. What will the children eat today? Did I remember everything for school? How will I handle this bill? Why is my child acting differently? What if something goes wrong? Your body may be sitting in a quiet room, but your mind is already fighting invisible battles. And when this happens every day, your body starts to believe there is a constant threat. Stress is not just an emotion. Stress affects your entire system. When you experience stress, your body releases hormones that prepare you to respond to danger. This is helpful when you need to react quickly. For example, if your child suddenly runs into the street, your stress response helps you act fast. But the problem begins when stress becomes your everyday lifestyle, when your body is constantly switched on, when you are always worried, always rushing, always expecting something bad to happen. Your body does not get enough time to relax and repair. Over time, chronic stress can affect your sleep, your energy, your mood, your memory, and even your appearance. You may notice you are more tired. You may become more impatient. Small problems may feel bigger than they actually are. You may find yourself reacting strongly to situations that normally would not bother you. And this is where many parents struggle. A parent might think, I am just tired because I have children. But sometimes it is deeper. Sometimes your body is saying, I have been carrying too much for too long. Imagine a phone that never gets charged. At first it works, then the battery becomes weaker, then it starts shutting down faster. The same thing can happen to your body when you never give yourself time to recharge. You do not need a perfect life to reduce stress. You need small moments where your body feels safe again. Maybe it is 5 quiet minutes in the morning before everyone wakes up. Maybe it is taking a slow walk without your phone. Maybe it is sitting down and taking a few deep breaths instead of immediately moving to the next task. Maybe it is learning to say, I cannot do everything today, and that is okay. Many parents believe resting is selfish. But a rested parent is not selfish. A rested parent is more patient. A rested parent connects better. A rested parent has more emotional energy to give. Your children do not only need your actions, they also need your presence. They need a parent who is emotionally available, not a parent who is completely exhausted from trying to be perfect. So ask yourself today, am I living every day like I am surviving? Or am I allowing myself moments where I can actually live? The second habit that can make parents age faster is neglecting your own needs while always putting everyone else first. Parents are naturally giving people. You make sacrifices. You stay awake when your child is sick. You adjust your plans. You put your children's needs before your own. This love is powerful. But there is a difference between loving your family and disappearing from your own. Many parents slowly lose themselves. They stop doing things they enjoy. They stop caring about their health. They stop making time for friendships. They stop checking in with their own emotions. Their whole identity becomes, I am only a parent. And while being a parent is a beautiful part of who you are, it is not the only part. You are still a person. You still have dreams. You still have feelings. You still need joy. When you constantly ignore yourself, your body feels that neglect. You may start feeling emotionally drained. You may lose motivation. You may feel older because your life becomes only responsibility and no renewal. Think about a garden. If you keep picking flowers from it, but never water the soil, eventually there will be nothing left to give. Parents are like that garden. You give love. You give time. You give energy. But you also need care. Taking care of yourself does not mean you love your children less. It means you are teaching them something important. You are showing them that every human being deserves care. Your children learn from what they see. If they see you constantly ignoring your health, they may grow up believing that self-care is unimportant. But if they see you resting, eating well, setting boundaries, and respecting yourself, they learn balance. Start small. Drink enough water. Move your body. Get sunlight. Eat meals that support your health. Do something that reminds you that you are more than your responsibilities. It could be reading, listening to music, creating something, talking with a friend. Even 10 minutes can matter. The goal is not to become perfect. The goal is to reconnect with yourself. Because a parent who feels alive creates a different energy in the home. The third habit that can make parents age faster is carrying emotional pressure silently. Many parents are strong for everyone. You become the person everyone depends on. When your child is upset, you comfort them. When your family has a problem, you try to solve it. When things become difficult, you tell yourself, I have to be strong. But many parents forget something important. Being strong does not mean pretending you have no emotions. You can be strong and still admit, I am tired. I need help. I am struggling today. When emotions are pushed down for too long, they do not disappear. They often show up in other ways. They can appear as anger, constant frustration, feeling disconnected, feeling numb, losing interest in things you used to enjoy. Sometimes the body carries what the mind refuses to process. A parent may say, I don't know why I am always tired. But inside, they may be carrying years of unspoken stress. Maybe they never processed the pressure of raising children. Maybe they never allowed themselves to feel overwhelmed. Maybe they believe asking for support means failure. But every human being has limits. Even the strongest people need support. Imagine carrying a heavy bag. At first you can handle it. Then you keep adding more. Another responsibility, another worry, another problem. Eventually, even a small extra weight feels impossible. The solution is not always to become stronger. Sometimes the solution is to put some of the weight down. Talk to someone you trust. Share your feelings. Create healthy conversations with your family. Allow yourself to be human. Your children do not need a perfect parent. They need a real parent. A parent who shows them that emotions are normal. A parent who knows how to repair after difficult moments. A parent who keeps growing. Aging is natural. Growing older is a beautiful part of life. But feeling constantly exhausted, overwhelmed, and emotionally drained is something we can pay attention to. Small daily choices create big changes over time. The way you handle stress, the way you care for yourself, the way you process your emotions. These things shape not only how you look, but how you experience your life. So today, instead of asking, how do I stop getting older, maybe ask, how can I take better care of the person I am becoming? Because your children are watching. They are learning from your habits. They are learning what love looks like. And one of the greatest gifts you can give them is not a parent who sacrifices everything. It is a parent who knows how to love others while also remembering to love themselves. You deserve care too. You deserve rest. You deserve moments of peace. And small changes today can create a healthier, calmer, and happier version of you tomorrow. If this message connected with you, take a moment to like this video and share it with another parent who may need to hear it. And if you enjoy content about parenting, emotional connection, and building stronger families, subscribe to the channel so we can continue learning and growing together. Remember, you do not have to be a perfect parent. You only have to keep becoming a better one. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep choosing small habits that protect the person behind the parent.